This is an RFMCE production. Reginald.
Nanny cat?
Her eyes stood still. If you made her mad enough, if looks could kill, that's when she's had enough. Lord have mercy.
Her name Nanny Cat. She's an albino. She fights like an alley cat. Hair like Lionel. You remember Lionel from the Thundercats? You think she was a white hoe, but when you got closer, all you could say was, oh. Her boyfriend looked like a sucked the life out of Dustin Hoffman with a salt and pepper afro. We call her Battle Cat. She drives a Cadillac. She's a kleptomaniac and a psycho.
To help you better understand Nanny Cat, I would have to take you back to her origin, which dated somewhere around the 21st century. You know, a runaway slave, a fairy tale romance, in a country cottage field town, a steaming locomotive, and a bolt of lightning. Now send them honeysuckles, kiss the wind, which offer relief from the scorching heat. You know, along with a courtesy cut from Church's Chicken. You know what I'm saying? And Nancy, that's Big Nancy, my grandmother's sister, singing, "What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it." But you know, my grandmama was the quiet one, but Nancy, she was far from quiet. Nancy was the one that did all the cussing. Nancy was the one that I had you told. Nancy was the one that did all the fighting. What's love got to do with it? If you ever put your hands on one of them, you better not sleep there that night. Or it's gonna be the long one. But anyway, all kind of frying pans and rolling pins and curtain rods and spatulas. If you ever heard some rumbling in the room, don't worry, she got it. Trust me, it ain't the groom on the bride, it's the bride on the groom. Woo. Especially if it was baby. Boom, boom, boom. Wait a minute. Who was a force to be reckoned with, who terrorized in the 80s and sent men running home. I'm talking about, I told y'all the real beings is for the men. But let her tell it, she could do her hair. Child better than the beautician. Got to do with that. Baby, they trying to say I got this stripper rope. Child, I do my hair better than the beautician. I don't eat no real beans. I don't eat no real, girl. I don't eat no real beans, girl. You know, but the way she wore her hair was always in a style like she was getting ready for war. You know, soon, like anything finna jump off. You know, I'm ready. When you see this thing spike up, boy, you just know I'm in defense mode. They called her Nanny. For one, she was the junior of my auntie, Big Nancy, which was my grandmama's sister. Both daughters of Mark Harry, who was cut from the sweat-filled cloth of a dead society and an angry nation and a constitution and an amendment. And the last thing they said my Carrie did before she died was whoop my cousin. I'm talking about a generation of women that'll bake you a pineapple pie, pound of cake and papa cap. Generation of women that'll bake you a upside down pound pineapple pound cake and papa cap. Upside down pound and papa cap. Our elders wanted to know our people. You know, I guess so you wouldn't make a mistake and marry your cousin or something, which would be kind of hard to do in my family because, you know, it's kind of hard to overlook somebody that look like my dad. But anyway, I'm like, you look like my dad. But you know, because we look like our nose and mustache and glasses connected. It's a mask. It's a Groucho Marx mask. But no, that's me, man. Man. So every time they said they know somebody that look like me, when I see them, they be ugly. But they looking like JJ on Good Time, like with a long neck. And somebody said, just give him some lips, and they slapped them on. Man, and they still plastered on a wide range. You need to square that up. No, I'm just kidding. You know, my lips are not that big, my eyes are not that close together. But that pollen is bothering me. I'm following doctor's orders. I've been given a list of exercises to do. Now I got to go do my pull-ups. She was sneaking, and she was still something. My grandma, to the day she died, said, "I know she got my nutcracker." Now, if she was still a nutcracker, I can't imagine what she might have been capable of. But I got just a little taste of it when we went to McDonald's. And if somebody can get your money before you can get it to the cashier, somewhere between my hand and the cashier hand, it vanished. And $5 was a pretty decent amount of change in the early 90s. It reminds me when I got lost and I was working at Bob's Ice Cream, and I was looking for some banana pops. And it just go to show you, I don't care what you think you care about. When you start panicking, you gonna forget all about it. Cause I put the banana pops down when I saw I was lost in that freezer, and the possibility of me freezing to death began to become more and more apparent. I mean, it looked like we were looking through some fish aquariums. It looked like shots of gin. But that was just the tint of her glasses. But it looked like it had a lot of medicine in them. Like you could look at a map and see people waving through her glass, or light a cigarette by the rays of the sun. Like they had to help her control her anger, like that lady. The first time I saw Nanny Cat's eyes stand still, I was cracking on her boyfriend and was talking about something along the lines of his chief being on a single file line and like the deck he had been handed, but as it was and everything, and let every card fall where they may. Like a praying mantis, the only bug that can look at you. Scared me to death. I sent me running like. I said, bro, you need to do something for that first. I wonder if he got hit in the mouth, which one would get fat first. I bet when he go to the hospital, he get a fat nurse. But anyway, he was, his facial features kind of stood out with me, and I mean that literally. I'm talking about bringing it to the forefront without any help from any outside sources, you know what I mean? But anyway, so talking about her boyfriend, he bore a striking resemblance to a knockoff of Denzel Washington. I'm finna get ready to say, King Kong ain't got nothing on him, but this time, my brother. He looked like a snap turtle out of Bessemer named Rizzo, who damaged his beak playing hide and go seek because, like the engine that he thought he could bite through a chain link fence, thinking that it was wood, but and that damage still remains. I thought it was a myth that when her eyes stood still, you better get somewhere, and I found out that it was true. On one day when I was cracking on her boyfriend, his teeth was in a single file, and his teeth looked like that dinosaur that Fred Flintstone clock in with, and bite the card, but and what's left of him, the hand he had been dealt, but he made these funny noises like, and I'm not making fun of nobody that's mentally challenged because I want my next child to come out looking like Sugar Ray Leonard, talking about, but anyway, so he looked like somebody done took Denzel Washington down through there, I'm talking about through some kudzu. I'm talking about just real, but I know he had teeth coming out of places that I didn't know, it had a foundation, but I mean no business, but teeth in his tongue, but it looked like Tupac and Pie. I ain't said pie nigga. I'm still trying to keep it gangster, and his name sound like Pie, and he looked like Pie. But anyway, he got a bandana on, like a yellow bandana like Tupac, like he a gangster for Lappy Tappy. I got that Lappy Tappy, and then I'll be like, Now you looking rough when your face look like it make a sound like it's supposed to be some smoke coming out your ear, like a steaming locomotive, and like Nanny Cat when she was coming at you. And they said I don't know why, but they say in a lightning storm, you want to hope that it's aluminum, especially if you fighting with her, and don't let her bag you in the corner because you might not make it out, But anyway, I know she cut up my food like a set of Ginzu knives. Chopping up my McDonald's with what appeared to be a set of Ginzu knives. Set of Ginsu knives and made out in little bitty pieces, and some stray dogs came and ate the rest of it. She said, "You want your $5? I got your $5 right here." You want your $5? I give you $5. And here go your $5 right here. You want your $5? I got your $5 right here. And I said, "Oh, you can, baby, you can have them. Here you go. Do I owe you some money?" But anyway, but she remember. We're about to wrap up Nanny Cat when her eyes stood still, which we found to be very interesting. In your honest opinion, what is your overall, opinion about Nanny Cat? You want my honest opinion? Honestly, I have to say, she bore a striking resemblance to John Travolta, stunt double, and the boy in the plastic bubble. And Joseph E. Boone, Mary McLeod Bethune, and a freaking buffoon. But anyway, I gotta go use the bathroom. But and welcome back, Carter, starring Epstein and Horseshack and Freddie Boom Boom Washington. But and that beacher bag, and that beacher bag is when you brush it to the front, but then by the time you brush it to the back, them naps beat you back up there, and you got helter skelter. And you sunk my battleship, and Hannibal Lecter, and Hammond Pepper, and after all that, you might need an Alka-Seltzer. And a project that Walt Disney, Robert Schultz, the creator of Charlie Brown, and Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets, came together on, and what they ended up with was a robot that looked like it looked like the robot designed to pluck the feathers off of Woody Woodpecker, Popeye wife, Dagwood Bumpstead wife, Blondie, and them goons off Popeye wife. It was a common myth that I thought it was just a myth that if her eyes was ever to stop moving, you need to start moving. But anyway, relocate like real fast out of that spot. Don't let her con you. It might be lights out, especially in an aluminum trailer. But anyway, I was cracking on her boyfriend one time. First time I ever saw her eyes stand still. And he sort of resembled, Dustin Hoffman. I guess suck the life out of Dustin Hoffman with a salt and pepper afro. But anyway, and so, as I said something about his teeth looked like they were saluting each other. Everyone turned every which way and saluting because I said something offensive at the Nation of Islam meeting. I said, when God talked to me, He don't talk to me in Arabic. He know I ain't from the Middle East. He talked to me in English. I'm from Birmingham. But anyway, and so they got to saluting each other, and I told them, I said, and furthermore, I was in the spirit when I said what I said, and they said we had some militant brother ready to snatch your ass up out of the spirit. But anyway, so that's how his teeth looked like they was doing. But and so here I go. But anyway, so like a pair of folding, I watch his teeth straight fold, like fake gold and nickel plated. But anyway, so it's amazing what a change you will see in a person when somebody get them a box to say, and then they start talking about my house and get out of my house. And I had my little girl saying, get out of my house. And then she said, you can come in my house. Y'all need to be careful what y'all say around each other. Just say anything around the children. She said you on drugs. But anyway, so but anyway, not that I've ever experienced anything like that. But I said, son, was he ever there? Did he ever spend the night? And he said, yeah, 2 times. I said, son, don't say nothing else. But anytime I make that sound, it's because it's something I had to go through to gain, the insight that I'm sharing with you so freely that people take for granted, But as I live, you know what I'm saying? Hit it like you live, Big Red. When I worked at the railroad, and I brought the hammer down directly on the spike, just like they told me. And then the supervisor said, don't worry about coming back. We worry about you out here. Lord have mercy. But they was like, they always said that I did things for attention. And that was so far from the truth, because when they saw it on video cam, I looked at them and I said, now who am I talking to? I play for an audience of one. But And I thank God for the gift and ability to entertain myself. You just don't know how many times the road has been rough and the going and got so tough, and I was badly making it. But if I could just find the strength and smile, I can live. Woo! Standing on me. And he said, I got to believe in myself. That don't nobody believe in me. And therefore the seed remains. And just that glimpse of hope and that sparkle of light, it'll bring you back to life.